You'll also get the link later to view and share with your families or however you choose to use it. So the students, I think, are a little more nervous than normal because there's a camera involved. So bear with them and bear with me as I am not a professional at filming, but I will do my best. And I think you're going to enjoy our parade. The kids worked super hard on their floats, as you all know. So we're going to do our best to show them off and give you the best view of them as we can. And to start off our parade, I have Caitlin, who has the amazing state of Alabama. And you'll notice she even dressed the part and wore red, which is her state's color. Caitlin, tell us something fascinating about Alabama.
Did you know in Alabama it's illegal to train bears to rescue you for profit?
It's illegal to train bears to wrestle you for profit. Have you ever heard of such? I certainly haven't. All right, Katie, I'm gonna have you come a little closer so we can get a good look at your your float. Katie was insistent that she had some sort of dome over her float. She got this idea like the second we started talking about the state floats. And you can see she has some amazing detail. Very nice, Katie. Well done. And second up, we have Lucas Bush with the awesome state of Arizona. Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Lucas, share something about Arizona with me.
The Grand Canyon has fossils from 1.2 million years ago.
Ooh, he said that the Grand Canyon still has fossils from 1.2 billion years ago. It's quite old fossils there, Lucas. Come a little closer so we can get a better view. A little closer. Oops. There we go. What are those green things on your float, Lucas?
Cacti?
Ooh, very nice. Arizona's got a lot of them, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Lucas. Let's see, we have Ella Milton, who has the astonishing state of Arkansas. Miss Ella, please tell us something fascinating about Arkansas.
Arkansas has 90,000 miles of rivers in it.
90,000 miles?
90,000 miles.
Wow. All right, Ella. I love the red, white, and blue that you included on your float.
Thank you.
Let's see. Let's try to get a better look. All right. Thank you, Ella.
You're welcome.
I now have Miss Stella Lewis with the cool state of California. Stella, tell me something about California.
Every year California throws an avocado festival to celebrate the state food.
An avocado festival?
Yeah.
Wow. Bet they make a lot of guacamole. What do you think?
Yeah, probably.
Come a little closer, Stella. And who is that on your float?
That is Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he was the old mayor of California, and he was a bodybuilder.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, very nice. I like it. It looks like you have some gold there on your float too.
Yeah, because the first ever gold mine was found in California.
Ah, very nice, Stella. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Up next, I have Logan Correa, who has the most distinguished state of Delaware. Hey there, Logan. Tell me something about Delaware.
Delaware was the first state in the USA.
Ooh, the first state. All right. Come a little closer, Logan. Let's get some better shot here. Nice. What's that landmark you have down there at the bottom?
Which one is this?
Sure. What's that one about?
I think that's the Hagley Museum.
Ooh, a museum. Interesting. And down at the bottom, it looks like you have some sort of beach.
Yeah.
Very nice, Logan. Excellent job. Here we have Camden Lewis with the fabulous state of Florida. Cam, what can you tell us about Florida?
Florida used to be home to one of the world's largest trees.
Used to be home to one of the world's largest trees. What happened to the tree?
I don't know.
You don't know. All right, come a little closer. We'll get a better look at your awesome float. Do you see? I don't know how you see. He used a golf ball to show Epcot, which I thought was very creative. Nice job, Camden. Thank you. We now have Miss Annika with the hot state of Hawaii. Annika, tell us something about Hawaii.
So one of the waterfalls in Hawaii flows up, not falling down.
You hear that, everyone? There's a waterfall that flows up instead of down. Interesting. Annika, how come you have a picture of Barack Obama on the side of your float?
Because he was the famous person that was born in Hawaii.
He was born in Hawaii. Makes a lot of sense. And is that a volcano I see?
Yes.
We all know that Hawaii is known for its volcanoes. Very nice, Annika. Thank you. Coming around the corner, I should have Benjamin Latina, who did incredible Idaho. Ooh, hi, Ben.
Hi.
Tell us something about Idaho.
Did you know that Idaho produces 72 different types of precious and semi-precious gemstones?
Ooh, pretty. 72 different types of gemstones. Can I see the side of your float, Ben?
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go. He has some very important things listed, which I just realized in the recording is backwards. Anyways, I don't know how to fix that right this second. Let me see. I might be able to. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Now, look at that. All right, Ben. Thank you so much. I now have Miss Lydia Jean with the immaculate state of Illinois. Lydia, tell us something about Illinois.
Did you know Illinois state fossil is a Tully monster?
Ooh, its state fossil is the Tully monster. That is something I certainly did not know. Ooh, Lydia, slow down just a little. We want to get a better look. Can you? What's that big tall building?
The Wells Tower.
Ooh. Oh, and you have a little game going on over there. Is that Wrigley Field?
Yep.
All right. Very nice. Great job. Making her way in, I should have Emma Coyle with the interesting state of Iowa. Emma, tell me something about Iowa.
Hogs outnumber the human population.
I don't know if you guys could hear that, but she said hogs outnumber the human population in the state of Iowa. Thank you, Emma. Coming down the ramp is Owen, who has the state of Kansas. Owen, tell us something about Kansas.
Kansas was home to the first EF5 tornado.
Ooh, the first EF5 tornado. And Owen, slow down one sec, bud. Is that what is on your float right there? A tornado, huh? Very good. Thank you, Owen. All right. Here comes Maya with the marvelous state of Maine. Maya, tell us something about Maine.
Acadia National Park is the second most visited national park in the United States.
If you didn't hear Maya, she said that Acadia National Park in Maine is the second most visited national park in the country. Really cool. Come a little closer so we can get a better look at your float. Maya is very proud of her water and her sand, and I don't blame her. Oh, and she has a picture of Patrick Dempsey. Was he born in Maine?
Yes.
Nice. Thank you so much, Maya. Nice job. Here comes Arden Spash with the magnificent state of Minnesota. Arden, tell us something about Minnesota that you learned.
Did you know the first people came to this area now called Minnesota about 12,000 years ago?
Ooh, people first started to settle in Minnesota 12,000 years ago. Come a little closer. Let's get a look at that awesome float of yours. Nice job. That's a state forest you have on top. Very nice. Thank you, Arden. All right, I should have Cameron Alejandro with the majestic state of Mississippi. Cam, tell us something about Mississippi.
Did you know that Mississippi was named after the Mississippi River?
Ooh, the state was named after a river. Very interesting. Can you let us take a better look at your float? Let's see, I'll try to get him as he walks out. There we go. Thanks, Cam. I have Joshua Meekum, who has the massive state of Montana. Josh, what can you tell me about Montana?
It's the fourth largest state that has the 44th largest population.
Interesting. So it's one of the largest states, but has the fewest people. Very nice. And what do you have there, Josh, on top? Is that a mountain range?
Yeah.
Very nice.
And I have a little river.
Oh, yeah. If you want to come a little closer, I'll zoom in on your little river in the middle. There we go.
And I have a map.
Very nice. A map with a map piece. Love it. Thank you, Josh. Next, I should have Jason Loach with the nifty state of Nevada. Hey, Jason, tell us something about Nevada.
Nevada is one of the gambling capitals of the world.
Gambling capitals of the world, for sure. Jason, come a little closer and we'll show them exactly what you mean by that. You can see on the top of Jason's float, for those of you who know anything about poker, he's got himself a good hand up there. Nice job, Jason. Let's see, I have Lydia Keith with the state of New Jersey. Lydia, fill us in on New Jersey.
Did you know New Jersey has the most diners in the world, and it is sometimes referred as the diner capital of the world? It has 525 diners, the most in any state.
Wow. After all these years of doing the state parade, I'm amazed that they can still find facts that I did not know. So Lydia said New Jersey has the most diners in more than any other state. Very cool. Thank you, Lydia. I have Clayton here with the noisy state of New York. Clayton. Where are you going, bud? There we go.
Did you know that there are 800 languages in New York?
He said there's 800 languages spoken in New York. And when he told me that, I said, my goodness, to be honest, I didn't even know there was that many languages out there. Slow down for 1 minute, bud. Can you tell us about that horse track you have over there?
This horse track is Saratoga Spring.
Uh-huh.
It's in Saratoga, and I just decided to put a bunch of horses.
Yeah, and then you have a baseball representing Cooperstown.
Which is where the baseball hall of fame is.
Baseball Hall of of Fame, yes. And of course, lots of tall buildings, right? Very nice. Great job, Clayton. Thank you. Let's see, I have Miss Gianna with North Carolina. Gianna, fill us in on North Carolina.
The Corona wild horses are located in the north. Most beaches are the outer banks.
Ah, she's talking about those wild horses that can be found in the Outer Banks. Very nice. Thank you, Gianna. That brings us to Miss Addie Leary with the noble state of North Dakota. Oops, there we go. Addie, tell me something fascinating about North Dakota.
In 2012, North Dakota was ranked the best managed state in the country.
Ah, did you hear that? In 2012, they declared North Dakota as the best managed state in the country. Must be nice to live there. You want to come a little closer, Addie? Very nice. Very nice. Thank you, Addie. I should have Liam coming around the corner with the outstanding state of Oklahoma. Hey, Liam. Tell me something about Oklahoma, bud.
The 33.7 million acres of Oklahoma are farmland.
Wow, that's a lot of land. Want to slow down for 1 minute, bud? Let's get a good look. So you can see Liam made the base of his float in the shape of his state, and he has a bison there in the middle. Very, very nice. Thank you, Liam. Next up, I should have Tyler coming around. He has a large float for the state of Oregon. Tyler, tell everyone something amazing about Oregon.
Oregon has the largest cheese factory in the world.
The largest cheese factory. I was shocked by that. I thought for sure it would be Wisconsin. Again, a fact I did not know. Tyler, show us a little bit more of that float of yours.
The state insect,
The state insect, pretty.
we have the state fish,
And the state fish,
the state flower,
state flower.
capital. We have, this one here. Oh, wait, still decided, okay. We have the state flag.
Very nice, Tyler. Thank you. All right, I should have Addie Weatherall with Pennsylvania. Addie, tell me something I didn't know about Pennsylvania.
The Declaration of Independence was written, signed, and read in Philadelphia.
All right, I have to admit I did know that. The Declaration of Independence was written, signed, and read. And if you come a little closer, you can see Addie has an amazing replica of the Liberty Bell, which is where, Addie?
In Philadelphia.
In Philadelphia. Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, making his way around the corner should be Leon. There he is with South Carolina. Leon, what'd you learn about South Carolina?
Barbecue was invented in South Carolina.
Oh, barbecue was invented there. Leon, come a little closer and show everyone. So Leon made this here Ferris wheel. And why did you make a Ferris wheel for your float, Leon?
Because right next to Myrtle Beach,
Right next to Myrtle Beach.
there is a circus, and that's why I made a Ferris wheel.
I'm sure that anyone who's been to Myrtle Beach knows exactly what you are talking about. Very nice. Nice job. Here we have Miss Brooke McKenzie, who has decided to completely play the part of Tennessee.
Did you know that Tennessee has more species of trees than any other state?
I did not know that, Brooke. More trees, more species than any other state. And she is off. She's off to play some country music, I think. I have Matthew Charlton making his way with a little help from Mrs. Inwood, I think. Matthew has the state of Vermont. Hello, Matthew. What can you tell us about Vermont?
Vermont was the first state to join the Union after the 13 original colonies.
Ah, the first state to join the Union after the 13 original colonies. Very cool. If you come a little closer, you will see that Matthew has a Ben and Jerry's cover on top. What's that about, Matthew?
Right there. Ben and Jerry's started in Burlington, Vermont.
Ah, Ben and Jerry's in Burlington, Vermont. Excellent, Matthew. Thank you. Making her way should be Ivy Hope with Wonderful Washington and some fresh flowers delivered this morning. Hi, Ivy. Tell us about Washington.
So, the Lunar Rover, the vehicle on the moon, was built at the Boeing base in Kent, Washington. Boeing is the world's largest aircraft construction business.
Ah, sure is. And what's that tall building?
So it's called the Seattle Space Needle, and it's the world's first revolving restaurant, so you can eat up here.
Ah, sounds fun. Very nice, Ivy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's see. I have Alfonso coming around the corner with West Virginia. Tell us all something about West Virginia, Alfonso.
Nearly 75% of the state is covered by forests.
Ooh, lots of forests. You don't want to sing any of that song for us, do you? No. Thank you, Alfonso. I have Mr. Ben Crowley with the state of Wyoming. Ben, what did you learn about Wyoming?
That you can be fined $750 for wearing a hat that blocks other people's view.
Did you hear that? You can be fined in the state of Wyoming if you wear a hat that blocks others' view. Interesting. And what is that in the middle there, Ben?
That's Old Faithful.
Old Faithful. Oops, sorry. Old Faithful. Very nice. Very nice, Ben. Okay, so that was the in-person floats that we have for you. And so now I am going to, thank you, Mrs. Inwood. I am going to do my very best here to get a few of our at-home learners on so that they can share what they did at home. So I am going to start with Jeffrey. Let's see. Let me see if that is going to work. There we go. Hey, Jeffrey. You're muted, buddy. So if you want to unmute, let's see. Can I unmute you? Sure, I can somehow.
So
There we go.
So for my state, fun fact: Coca-Cola was original from Atlanta. From oh wait, hold on, I just need to find a picture. There it is. Fun fact: the World of Coca-Cola is a museum located in Argentina, Georgia. This talks about the history of Coca-Cola. This is built in May 24, 2007.
All right. Thank you, Jeffrey. You did a great job. Last time I saw your float, it was an empty goldfish box, right? Or Cheez-Its. You've done a lot of work. All right, next I'm gonna ask George to go. Let me see. Give me one quick second, guys. All right, George. You are on the screen and you should be able to unmute.
So this is my state of Virginia. And fun fact, 8 presidents were actually born in Virginia. There's George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Zachary Taylor, Woodrow Wilson, William Henry Harrison, John Tyler, David Monroe, and James Madison.
Very cool, George. Anything else you want to tell us about Virginia?
Well, that was just my fact, but there's one president, the first president, actually had a house, like a mansion there, and it's Mount Vernon. It was Mount Vernon. It was George Washington's house. Now it's like a place people visit. And there's a lot of windows on it.
Very good, George. Now let's see if we can get your brother. Matt, I'm gonna pull you up next.
Hi.
Oh, you're in the same room. Look at that. Perfect.
We're not in the same room. He lives.
Oh.
Well, he's over there. But so on mine, here is mine. So my fun fact is that in Michigan, there is nowhere that's under 6 miles from a lake. That's how many lakes there are.
That's really neat. So if you need to cool off, you don't have far to go.
And then on my the front, Michigan, and every letter is a different Michigan thing. And underneath I have the motto, if you seek a pleasant peninsula, look about you. And that peninsula, just to know, is a piece of land that's almost entirely covered by water, but it's still not. And then on this side, I have a bunch of cars and a picture of Henry Ford. And then on this side, I've drawn the Michigan flag, if you can see that. And then on the last side, this one's the best. I have a Motown thing where I have a bunch of people and I put flashing lights.
Very cool.
And then on the top, I drew out the state and put the state stuff, the state like animal, tree, fish, the capital, which is Lansing, the Great Lakes, the eastern white pine, which is a state tree, and the American robin.
All right. Thank you, Max. I am going to bring Sophia up, I think. Let's see. Sophia, there we go. Hi, Sophia.
So this is my float.
What state did you have, Sophia?
Colorado.
Colorado, very nice. Ah, now I see on the side of your float, it says Crocs were invented there. I mean those oh so popular shoes. Oh, and there is one.
And for my fact, it's Colorado is home to the world's largest natural hot springs.
Ooh, very nice. Can you tell me why you have Buzz Lightyear on your float?
Because his actor Tim Allen was born in Colorado.
Ah, very interesting. All right. Thank you, Sophia. Now, Mr. Jeffrey, I don't know if you saw, I had put in the chat that I was going to ask you to do yours again because you were still muted. And that's probably my fault. Do you mind doing that, Jeffrey? Perfect. All right. So let's see, Jeffrey, where'd you go?
My mom just holding it up.
There we go. I had to find you. Ooh. Let's see. All right, Jeffrey. What do you have for us?
So I'm just here we go. The white deer insect. Honeybees were chosen in 1975 because the state of Oklahoma through honey production.
Very nice. And who do you have on your float there?
Oh yeah, there's a bee. So if you can't see, there's a buzzy bee, which is the
Buzzy
honey
bee. Nice. And why do you have a Coca-Cola bottle?
Oh yeah, this one because there's
Yeah.
Coke. Because this the World of Coca-Cola is a museum located in Argentina, Georgia. This takes place of the history of Coca-Cola. This is built on May 24, 2007. When it was first opened was 1990s.
Very good, Jeffrey. Thank you.
Yeah, also put two little bunnies on there.
Perfect.
Can I do a little more on mine because I didn't do all the sides.
Is that you talking, George?
Yeah.
Sure. Let me get you.
So this side, I did famous people from Virginia.
Mhm.
There's the 8 presidents, and there's other famous people from Virginia. There's Ella Fitzgerald, who's a singer, L. Douglas Wilder, who's the first black governor, Booker T. Washington, who's a historian, and Jay Farrow, who's a comedian.
Very nice.
Then I did a map of Virginia.
Very
On this
nice.
side, if you can see, you can see it. Alright. I got these off. There's a map of Virginia. Then on this side, Virginia. It says Virginia, and then the motto, "Thus always to tyrants," and then the state flag. And then there's Luray Caverns, which Luray Caverns is a scenic attraction in Virginia. It is the biggest cavern in the eastern half of the United States. And then for the top, I did the part of the Appalachian Mountains is in Virginia. Then there's the Northern Cardinal. It's kind of hard to get it on. Then The state tree is the flowering dogwood.
Pretty.
Then the state insect is the tiger swallowtail. And the state dog or animal is the American foxhound.
Nice.
The state fish is the brook trout. And there's Mount Vernon.
Excellent job. Excellent job, George. Hi, everyone. Thank you for hanging in there. I let our at-home learners spend a little more time showing off their float because obviously they're not showing it off here. But that concludes our little presentation. And our in-school learners are about to go outside and have a chance to look at each other's floats. Jeffrey, George, Max, and Sophia will get you on to one of the Zoom links, I think, so that we can try to show you some of the floats that are here. How's that sound?
So what's Zoom link?
Yeah.
What Zoom link is it?
Go to my Zoom link,
Okay.
okay? Go to my Zoom link and I'll take you outside with us,
Bye.
all right? Thank you, everyone, and I will send this recorded link out too so that you can view it again if you'd like. Thanks for being patient too as I tried to figure out a few of these little glitches. Have a great day. Stay cool.